Gnarly move, Dad.
Thanks, sweetie.
So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Nashville SC at Nissan Stadium. Join OnSideRadio.com as we broadcast live from Dangerous Minds Brewing Company in Pompano. Our pregame broadcast watch party starts at noon. Game time is at 1 p.m. Listen to all the games by going to our website at OnSideRadio.com and download any of our apps. Follow Inter Miami CF all year long on your home for football. OnSideRadio.com.
It's toast. Smartest thing I did last year? Called B&T Windows and Doors and had PGT custom windows and doors installed in my house. Listen, it's spring. That means before you know it, we'll be hearing about the tropics churning. That means you need to get your home and family protected today. Call B&T right now and they'll get you installed ASAP with the best in the business, PGT Custom Windows and Doors. 954-233-0126 or bntwindowsanddoors.com. And P.S. Tell them you heard about them on Onside Radio.
Now that it's springtime, it's only getting hotter here in South Florida. Make sure your AC in your home or business is running smoothly by investing in a preventative maintenance plan from M&S Air Conditioning. And M&S is a Mitsubishi Diamond Elite contractor. When you purchase a new Mitsubishi electric mini split system, you'll get a 12-year warranty. Or install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that captures and destroys biological contaminants to improve air quality. M&S Air Conditioning have been providing prompt, honest, and reliable service for over 30 years. Schedule service or call to get more info on our preventative maintenance plans. Call 954-421-3680 or visit ac-florida.com.
Onside Radio. No station in South Florida provides more live and local sports talk. Follow us on social media at Onside Radio.
Inter Miami CF fans, join us at our new home this season for all away games as we broadcast live at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company, 1901 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach. Join Big O and Alex Dono for the live pregame, halftime, and postgame shows while we watch the games. Enjoy meticulously brewed beer on site, delicious artisanal pizzas, live music, and giveaways. So, the new home for all Inter Miami road games is at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company at the Pompano City Mall, where they'll feature all the Inter Miami games. Follow them on Twitter at Dangerous Minds B and Facebook and Instagram at Dangerous Minds Brewing, and visit them at dangerousmindsbrewing.com.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
OnSideRadio.com knows gamers need a home.
Can you dig it?
That's why for the next 60 seconds,
Can you count, suckers?
here's your Onside Radio E-Report with Toast.
Congratulations to NRG Esports on landing a huge title sponsor for their Rocket League team, Q, the General Insurance. So, moving forward, the team formerly known as NRG will now be the General NRG. The reason why this deal got done? One Shaquille O'Neal. The big man is both an investor in NRG and the pitchman for the General. Now, let's get Shaq on a controller and see what sort of gaming game he really has. Happy gaming.
Stay in touch in the world of gaming with the Onside Radio E-Report. Wake up and good morning. Welcome to Toasted Sports.
It's Friday.
Why? You had all week to talk about work. Now it's the weekend, and that means it's
Party time! The party is just getting started.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
Roger that. Okay, let's move out. Come on, let's go.
It's showtime.
Here's Toast.
Happy Friday, South Florida. I don't care about the rain. In my world, the sun is shining bright this morning. Bro, how much fun. Baby, How much fun was that first round, Sean?
Oh, it was what an exciting time.
Legit the best first round I can remember in I don't know how long. I don't know if it was because there was so much unpredictability. There were so many different directions that we could go early on in the draft with so many teams. Listen, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I'm surprised you're.
Okay. I chose to watch the ESPN coverage because I can't do an NFL draft without Kuiper. I just can't. It's I've been around too long. Kuiper's got to be on my TV.
He's the voice of your draft.
Yeah, my wife watched it on ABC because they had McShay and Herb Street, the good-looking people. The good-looking people were on ABC.
Yeah, they get the national.
Exactly. I go with the old standard. I go with the guys that have gotten me here over decades, and that is the ESPN crew with Kuiper. And I could have gone without Booger, but what are you going to do?
You got to throw a little Booger in there once in a while.
But little Booger's fine. He doesn't bring a whole lot to the table. All right, so where should we begin? There's just so much to unpack. All right, so first of all, I will say this. It was a late-ass night. And I'm going to call out the Jacksonville Jaguars because there was zero reason, for you to use all 10 minutes of that clock. Roger Goodell should have come out, started the draft, and said, and with the first pick, the Jags take Trevor. We all knew it was going to happen. I mean, did the NFL tell Urban, you got to wait the whole 10 minutes so we can do all the cute little graphics that we built for this and have the guys do all the talking heads, get their opinions in and everything? Oh, I was
but
really?
Also, the broadcast didn't start till 8:15.
I know about that.
I was like,
right?
Well, we're thinking they're on the clock already. Then he comes out, and then he says, now you're on the clock. That was at 8:15. You got 10 minutes from that point.
I mean, Goodell, bro, I get that you want to have the first round in prime time. Then start it at 7 o'clock because, bro, this went until 12:30. Folks got to work today, dog.
I was thinking about that driving. I was like, we need to make the Friday after the draft a holiday as well.
I'm like, good God, bro. You got 32 teams, and you're giving them each 10 minutes. Do the math. I mean, let's start it earlier.
Listen,
God.
To me, the first 6 or 7 picks should be 5 minutes.
Should be, exactly.
You already know what you've been thinking.
If you don't know, you're bad at your job.
Yep.
If those guys in the top exactly 5 or 6 spots don't know who they're taking a month ago, then you're bad at your job. All right. Enough of the negative stuff.
Oh, there's somebody that's not bad at his job though.
Let's get into the hometown team. It was a big night. Listen, we've been talking about it. Been talking about it ad nauseum on this show. I've been talking to different people around the country about the Dolphins and what are they going to do. And, oh, my God, did they screw up by trading out of 3 and down to 6, and now they're not going to get Pitts or Chase. Did they realize that was going to be the deal? And, oh, my God, do you take Devonta Smith? Do you take Jalen Waddle? Oh, my God, what are we going to do? I love the Waddle pick. I love Jalen Waddle as the pick. So here's my deal, was that I believe – first of all, it's unfathomable to me how Cincinnati is so bad at this. So bad at this. I really thought, and I'll be honest, I think Chris Grier and Flo thought that football common sense would end up taking hold in Cincinnati and they would take Penei Sewell and Jamar Chase was going to be there for the Dolphins. I firmly believe that in my heart. I firmly believe that the Dolphins knew Pitts would be gone, but they believed that they would have their shot at the 3 wide receivers. They would get their pick of all 3 of them because they believe that after what happened to Burrow, there's no way in good conscience the Bengals would go wide receiver over a stud tackle. So, I mean, we'll never know. We'll never know. And that's one of the beauties of this. Maybe we'll know when Chris Grier retires and it is a memoir, 30 years from now. And he reflects back on the 2021 draft and the stuff that went on.
But also, they know that Cincinnati's been building through free agency the line. So,
well,
again,
yeah, but
you know that the possibility's there, I guess.
Hold on. Have they been building it well through free agency?
Well, I mean,
it's not like
they've signed some people.
But it's not like they're spending. They didn't make the tackle with Baltimore for the top tackle in the game. No, Kansas City did that. So,
right.
They may be getting some pieces. They may be signing some offensive linemen in free agency. I wouldn't go ahead and say they're signing the right guys because those guys were there last year. How'd it work out for them? Where's their quarterback?
Yeah, he was on a stretcher.
He's got a scar.
He's on a stretcher. So I think that was the one thing the Dolphins that Chris Grier missed on, the one thing that he thought was going to happen. Because I believe that if Chase is there at 6, they'd take Chase over Waddle. I really do. I believe they do, because I believe there was a ranking. I believe the 3 wide receivers were Chase, Waddle, Smith, and I believe most NFL teams had them ranked that way. But whatever, Cincinnati does what they're going to do, fine. Listen, I believe the difference between Chase and Waddle and Smith was negligible. You got to have one at 1, one at 2, fine. But I think the difference, like those 3 were so head and shoulders above everyone else behind them, that the difference between those, I think all 3 of those guys are going to be wonderful pros.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but I think also, like I was talking about yesterday, was I picked the wrong Alabama receiver. I thought it was Devontae Smith they wanted the whole time. I think Jalen Waddle was on the radar because they left the number 3 pick, which they would have had their choose of anybody.
Yep.
They went to 12, and then they moved back to 6, knowing that, okay, I believe at 6 was going to be the Jalen Waddle pick the whole time.
Yeah, no, listen, they obviously had Jalen rated ahead of Devonta Smith, and that's fine, man. Listen, Jalen Waddle was the number 1 receiver for them before he went down.
Yeah.
So
he had 600 yards in 4 games.
He also has a return game that Devonta is more or less, I think, a little bit maybe too small for, because you don't want to risk just getting him blown up back there like that. But so I love this pick. And bro, I love the OG way he came out and ignored his family. Oh, that was hot, bro.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, bro. So they mentioned, they're like, I guess they were in the green room, and they mentioned the pick, and he's got all of his family around him, grandma, the whole deal, and they all jump up and down. He's got his sunglasses on. He stands up, looks at them, doesn't acknowledge his family, turns around and walks down the hallway. It was beautiful. It was a good move. It was a good move. It looked good on TV. I hope that means,
Luke.
Oh yeah, man. I hope that doesn't, But yeah, that was good. That was good. All right, so I love the Waddle pick. And then listen, man, you're gonna go ahead and pull on my heartstrings at number 18. I mean, you're gonna go ahead and bring me a Kane that's gonna get to stay in the 305, and he's also the best pass rusher in the draft, which is a glaring position of need. This team is. I mean, in my mind, Chris Grier, home run. I told you he was gonna have to hit a home run on at least 2 of these 5 of the first 81. Like 2 of these guys were going to have great NFL careers. I like the way we started off. I know there is a question mark around Jalen. I like how we had 2 Jalens too. With the concussions, and listen, man, we didn't see any of that with the Canes this year. He looked great. So I'm going to just go by that. Praying to God that it works out and that little issue does not come rearing its head around anytime soon when in his NFL career. But yeah, man. So I loved what he did in the first round. Absolutely loved it. I'll tell you what, I want to break down the entire first round, but I don't want to do it when we're right up against the clock like this. We only got a couple minutes left. So we'll do a little extended segment next. We will start with 1. We'll work our way down. Got Neri Signs coming on today. He'll be on at 8:40. Listen, man, he's a 49ers fan. It was a big night for them as well. We'll find out how he felt about that. And then Ira Winderman will be on in the 9 o'clock hour at 9:20 and get all of our Heat stuff in. So it's a Friday show, baby. It is rainy outside, which just sucks. And I'll tell you what, also, Sean, I think our people at Broward Health are breaking down today. They had trucks out here. Listen, if you haven't gotten your vaccination, I don't know what's going on, but we have a site here at Drive Pink Stadium that has been a ghost town for the better part of 2 weeks. It had been jamming early on, and for some reason, everyone, I guess, has just stopped. So it looks like they started moving stuff out yesterday. I have a feeling today might be the last day they're doing this thing. But it's open to the public, man. First come, first serve. Just come. You don't need an appointment. 16 and over. Swing on by here today, boom, get a Pfizer, pop in your arm real quick, you'll be good to go.
What happens to the ones that are in between if they up and leave? Do you have to just
I guess you go to a different Pfizer place. So, like, I think Walgreens has Pfizer or CVS. Like, I think you got to look around for a Pfizer, yeah.
Man, that's like getting dumped.
Right? Well, listen, man. Like, dude, I don't blame Broward
Health.
Health.
One that stuck me the first time.
I don't blame Broward Health. I mean, this has been a ghost town out there for the last better part of a week and a half. So, the staff used to be a huge staff out there, and they've told all those, no, you just go into the hospital. There's no one's coming to the parking lot today. So we'll take a break. Draft recap coverage continues next. This is Toasted Sports on OnSideRadio.com.
You can join Toasted Sports by text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123.
It's Toast. Smartest thing I did last year? Called B&T Windows and Doors and had PGT custom windows and doors installed in my house. Listen, it's spring. That means before you know it, we'll be hearing about the tropics churning. That means you need to get your home and family protected today. Call B&T right now and they'll get you installed ASAP with the best in the business, PGT Custom Windows and Doors. 954-233-0126 or bntwindowsanddoors.com. And P.S. Tell them you heard about them on Onside Radio.
If you're a Miami sports fan, then there's only one store to go to, and that's Caneswear at Miami Fanwear in Davie. They're your one-stop shop for all your Inter Miami CF, Canes, Dolphins, Panthers, and Marlins merchandise. They have hats, t-shirts, game day jerseys, and so much more. Located at 2511 South University Drive in Davie, and open 24/7 online at caneswear.com or intermiamiwear.com. Call them at 954-835-5597. Caneswear, the spot where Inter Miami and all Miami sports fans shop.
Time for a Sports Grill NFL Draft Profile. Oregon safety Javon Holland. This 6'1" junior weighs 205 pounds.
Picked off by Javon Holland. Picked off down by the goal line. Javon Holland. And it's intercepted by Javon Holland.
Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores looks for safeties that are versatile, safeties that possess very good coverage skills, safeties that are smart, tough, and show leadership qualities. This pretty much describes Javon Holland, who can play center field as a deep safety or get up on the line and cover the opponent's slot receiver. His 6'1" frame allows him to help out versus the run and add to the pass rush as an option in blitz packages. Teams that could select him: Green Bay at number 29, Miami at number 36, Philadelphia at number 37, New England at number 46, or Tennessee at number 53. Join OnSideRadio.com for NFL Draft Week at Sports Grill in Miami, 11481 Southwest 40th Street, Bird Road, for a two-night event starting on Thursday, April 29th at 7:30 p.m. and Friday, day 2 at 6:30 p.m. Listen to the live broadcast exclusively at OnSideRadio.com or join Big O and Alex Dono for the best Miami Dolphins draft coverage on your home for real sports talk. OnSideRadio.com.
Inter Miami CF, your official furniture and mattress store, is here. City Furniture is your #1 home source for the trends you want at the prices you'll love, including exclusive City Furniture collections, the widest selection of styles, affordable home accents, mattresses starting at just $99 and more. Create the home of your dreams fast with next-day delivery, plus get 60 months special financing with no down payment. Because City Furniture is here to make it easy so everyone can live life like this, visit cityfurniture.com.
There's no need to drive around South Florida wasting valuable time looking for a new or certified pre-owned Acura. Go to the #1 volume sales dealership in the Southeast United States. Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. Purchase with pace and space in a dealership tailored to your needs. From home buying to providing that personal touch. Contact the 2020 Satisfaction Award winner Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. 888-776-5123. That's 888-776-5123. Or visit them at 15601 Pines Boulevard in Pembroke Pines.
Inter Miami fans, time to find out more about your favorite soccer team with OnSideRadio.com's IMCF Football Focus. Here's Austin Robillard.
Inter Miami held a press conference on Thursday in which Phil Neville discussed some possible absences for Sunday's game against Nashville. Some of the names included Robbie Robinson, who's dealing with an injury, Julian Carranza, who has sickness, and also Rodolfo Pizarro, who's in Mexico on his way to get his green card. And if he does get a green card, it opens up an international roster spot. The Higuain brothers, unfortunately, might also miss the match due to the passing of their mother. We wish their family the best, but this will leave Phil Neville with some tough decisions to make on who to put in the attacking front against Nashville.
Keep up with the latest on La Rosa Negra by subscribing on most platforms. Search OnSide Radio. Now back to Toasted Sports. To reach out, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast.
2021 NFL Draft first round went down last night. It was a show. Cleveland put on a good show, looked good. It was great to see a crowd out there. The commish got all vaxxed out, so he was able to hug all the players. A little bit of normalcy, man, after having a draft in a basement last year. So it's good to see folks out there. Good to see
As O was saying, everybody farting in his chair.
Sure, yeah, right, yeah. I like that, dude. I like that. That was a cool little thing. I like the fact that before each pick there was a fan of that team in that leather chair, and then when Goodell came down, he gave them a peek at the card first. That was cool. I like that. I absolutely like that. I think it was funny, too, because...
I didn't notice he gave him a peek of the card.
Oh, yeah,
really?
Dude. He would show them the card, so they saw the pick before the pick.
Nice.
I thought that was
so
really
busy
cool.
I wasn't able to look at everything.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That is pretty good. That's
that was a nice little touch they did. All right, so let's start off at number one. It was the worst-kept secret in the world. Jacksonville went ahead and selected Trevor Lawrence, number one overall. Thanks for taking the entire 10 minutes for that pick there, asses. That was nice. That set us on the track. You're like, oh, boy, we'll be here till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, boy.
I will say this, and I will be totally honest with you with Trevor. So Trevor was not at the green room. He was at his house or a family's house or whatever with family.
Great suit, by the way.
So he was on Zoom. And I'm going to be totally honest with you. Totally honest, a moment of pure honesty. When they made that pick and he stepped up in the living room and he got in the middle of the camera on Zoom and he put on the hat and you had like grandma right behind him wearing like a pink muumuu or whatever, I'll be honest, the way he looked in the goofy grin, I was like, oh, that's his bust shot. Like when he's a bust, that's the picture that they're going to use. And that's what popped into my head. I'm not saying he's going to be, but you heard it here first if he is. But that'll be the photo they'll use if he's a bust, because it was bad. Like it was, like dude, like it was goofy. It was awkward. It was like, dude, like
it's gonna be like at this point we knew.
I mean,
he was
come
gonna
on.
be a bust.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, this guy was the number one overall pick, and they'll show that picture of him, the goofy thing with the weird smile and the hat, like, yeah, in the living room, like, yeah, it was. So just being honest, that popped into my head the moment I saw that photo. We'll see how that goes. Outside of that, listen, how can you hate the pick? Of course you love the pick. And you know how fun it'll be watching Trevor Lawrence just completing passes to Tim Tebow at tight end? Are you kidding me?
Tebow.
Are you kidding me?
Dude.
Really? I mean, Urban's going to make us go down. Right? He's bringing him back. So now we're going to hear about Tim Tebow again. Every weekend.
Yep.
Fabulous.
It's funny, too. Urban went all Clemson.
Well, I mean, I will say this. If Tebow becomes if he's on the roster, he can't be doing the SEC network anymore. Because he'll be on the roster, he'll be on an active NFL roster doing practice and stuff. He's not going to be able to do the TV shows on the SEC. And so that'll be great. He'll get him off the SEC network. Get him off the SEC network. I don't want to see him.
You just like the Feinbaum guy, don't you?
I love Feinbaum, dude. I love
Feinbaum. So
Feinbaum is awesome. He makes me laugh, dude. I love Feinbaum. I understand most of you despise him, but he makes me giggle.
I want to punch nobody that wears glasses except him.
I just love Feinbaum. He makes me laugh. All right, pick number 2. The New York Jets were on the clock. So here's, and I like most of the picks that happened last night, and this is not personally against Zach Wilson, but the Jets making this pick, I just assume, because it's the Jets and it's a high pick, that this is the bust pick. That when we look back on the 2021 draft 10, 15 years from now, we'll all laugh at how short Zach Wilson's or how ineffective Zach Wilson's career was. Because the Jets it's always a bust. So in my mind, this is a bust pick. Zach Wilson will be the bust of the draft.
Wow.
Only because he's with the Jets. And the Jets will fail him.
It's a new step in the Jets
there's
era.
No, it's the same GM. It's the same owner. There's no. It's a new head coach, whatever, who has no say. No, it's still the Jets, still the JETSs. They're dysfunctional from the top. As a result, I have zero faith that this will work out. This will work out for them as well as Sam Darnold did.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I believe.
I hope so.
Because why?
they're in the AFC,
Exactly.
so.
Because why would I have faith in the Jets? What have they shown me to have any faith that they can run a competent organization? None. So why would I'm not taking a leap of faith on them. So I'm sorry. It sucks to be you, Zach. I will tell you this. Zach Wilson, it's a good-looking boy. Like, Madison Avenue is going to fall head over heels, and you're going to see that kid, if he has any sort of a game, you're going to see that kid pitching everything. Him and Trevor Lawrence will be all over our TVs if they're good for the next 20 years. Pitching everything. Head and Shoulders, Perp Plus, whatever the hell it is. All right, pick number 3. So far for me, I like the Jaguars pick. I give them a thumbs up there. I give the Jets a thumb down. San Fran, number 3. Trey Lance, North Dakota State. I am giving this, you can't give this a bigger F in my mind.
Really?
The fact that someone took Trey Lance over Justin Fields blows my mind. You are taking an FCS guy who none of us saw this year against a guy from a Power 5, Power 3 school in the country that's been the starter for 2 years.
I think Shanahan showed his hand when he
did the whole
he did the pro day.
Did the pro day.
49ers pro day, basically.
And listen, man, Justin Fields, what he did when he was hurt in the postseason, I mean, bro, like, dude's a gamer. He's won at every level. So, San Fran, listen, I love it because I'm a Seahawks fan. I want San Fran to be a mess. So, go. I hope I hope I'm right, and this is an absolute F.
But they also said that he's going to sit probably for the next year.
Well, yeah, you got Garoppolo.
Yeah, Garoppolo's
that you can't get rid of because they gave him a no-trade clause. That's how smart that franchise is.
You know, at least now Lance can work behind him.
We'll see what Neary signs things. He's a huge 49ers fan. We'll see how he thinks. We'll see if he's bought a Trey Lance jersey yet.
I'm sure he's already got it. It's already ordered.
So we knew going in that those top 3 picks were all going to be quarterbacks. 49ers, we weren't sure who it was going to be, but we knew they were going to take a quarterback. So it was all mystery until we got to number 4, Atlanta Falcons, and this was the first pick that would help set the direction that we all had no idea where we're going to go. Are they going to go ahead and try to find Matt Ryan's replacement and draft a Justin Fields, the hometown kid, or go to Mac Jones? Or are they going to go for one more run with Matt Ryan for a couple of years and get him the best offensive weapon available? Boom, Kyle Pitts goes. Love the pick. Listen, they're saying he's a generational talent. I believe it. I saw him play this year. He doesn't drop passes. All he does is catch them. Generally, they're for touchdowns. He's a matchup nightmare, and he will continue to be so in the NFL. So I personally, as a Falcons, for the good of the franchise, I would have gone quarterback for the rebuild because how often are you picking at number 4, although with the Falcons, maybe more often than not. But I would have started the rebuild. But you want to take one more shot with Matt Ryan, that is their prerogative. Go for it.
Yeah, and I think this pick makes him happy. Makes him
feel
that the franchise is behind him and not trying to push him out.
It does.
A la somewhere else.
100% correct. And you brought up a good point, man. Some of these GMs you can see making picks because they don't want to have an Aaron Rodgers on their hands. They don't want to have that situation on their hands. So then the Bengals are on at number 5. I really did think they were going to do the right thing, but then they are the Bengals, so you can pretty much count that they will do the wrong thing. And in my mind, they did the wrong thing. I give them an F on this pick. Not because I don't like Jamar Chase. I love Jamar Chase. I think Jamar Chase is going to be a great talent in this league. I give them an F because it was the wrong pick for them. They got all starry-eyed and forgot about the first rule that I don't care how good your wide receivers are, if your quarterback's on a stretcher, it's pointless. You got to protect the knee, man. You've got to protect the knee. Penei Sewell was sitting right there. Bengals said, no, screw it, we want Jamar Chase. So we'll see how this works out for them, but I'm not optimistic. And I feel bad for Joe Burrow.
Well, again, I think Cincinnati feels that, and again, I know what your thoughts on this are, but I think they feel they have strengthened their offensive line through free agency, and now was the time to go out and get that playmaker. And then again, we talked about just a minute ago, I think it's a GM saying, look, young man, we're going to make you happy, even though you might get stretchered out again next year, but here's your buddy.
Yeah, listen, man, if you're as a GM kowtowing to your second-year quarterback, then you're screwed, bro. It's one thing to bend to a MVP 13-year quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. If you're drafting to make your second-year quarterback happy, you've already lost the plot, bro. You're already on the wrong.
Or maybe it's a new way in the NFL because you're watching these guys get so disgruntled.
It's the Cincinnati way, which means it's the wrong way. Which means it's the wrong way. It's the wrong way. All right. So then number 6 comes up, and South Florida's on the edge of their seats. So we know that the Dolphins needed to get a playmaker. So there were 4 of them that we were all talking about. It was Pitts, it was Chase, it was Waddle, it was Smith. Those were the 4. We wanted to get one of those 4. You can have a debate whether or not we should have dropped down from 3. If we stayed at 3, would have had our pick of those 4. But we dropped down to 6, so now we're left with who's left at that point. And it was the 2 Alabama wide receivers. And listen, man, I've been high on Jalen Waddle since day one. Loved him before he got hurt. Loved Devonta Smith as well. What he did was a magical, sensational year, and I believe all 4 of these guys are going to be studs in the NFL. For me, if I was ranking the wide receivers, it was Chase Waddle Smith for me. And so, yeah, I got no problem with this pick. I love Jalen Waddle. I love the way the little attitude he showed as he kind of dissed his family. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah,
I loved it. So yeah, man, I'm all in on Waddle.
And with as quick as that pick was handed in, there was no indecision. There was no we're going to field calls.
Listen,
see if we want to move out. They had their board set up like you said, and I'm sure their guys probably were getting crossed off. They went with the next guy in on that list, which was Jalen Waddle.
The Dolphins are the reason we did not have to stay up until 1
Thank
a.m.
you,
Both
Chris
of their
Gear.
picks.
Yes.
Both of their picks were put in basically within the first 2 minutes of the 10.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Chris Gear.
Both those picks, when the clock down was saying 5 minutes left, pick was in. Pick is in
Time
already.
management. That's what it's about, people.
So I appreciate, they were not, they knew it. Listen, Chris Gear knew what he wanted. He had his draft board set. He had his convictions. He was not going to sway, and he did it. So then we get to the Lions, who, I tell you what, the Lions, dude, they had to be are you kidding me? The best tackle in the draft is falling to us at 7? Okay, we'll take Penei Sewell. Absolutely. You know who else is happy? Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Jared Goff, very happy guy right now. Very happy guy. Listen, they got a stud tackle, and we know in the NFL that is worth its weight in gold.
Yep. And
Now,
also, I think they reassured him because Justin Fields is there.
Yeah.
They reassured him, you're our guy right now. Show us what you can do.
Well, listen, after that trade, listen, Goff is still young. Goff is still 26, 27?
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't be drafting a quarterback when you just acquired. I know. So then 2 of the biggest interesting picks for me in the first round came next. I did not see these 2 teams going in this direction. Carolina Panthers at number 8. They go J.C. Horn, cornerback from South Carolina. Listen, I thought they might go offense or they might go quarterback. Listen, I know they traded for Sam Darnold. I'm not sure how sold they are on that.
Apparently pretty good.
Well, here's the thing. Because all the reports are that they were all in on Deshaun Watson, and the Sam Darnold was a backup move. So if you are on your backup move at quarterback, then it wasn't your first choice. So in my mind, maybe you're still thinking about drafting a young quarterback. They don't. They go with cornerback. They go with the backside of the defense. They go with J.C. Horn. And then the great thing was Denver's up next. And Denver makes a trade for Teddy Bridgewater. So they do not take a quarterback, what many folks thought. They take Pat Surtain II, which means the Cowboys get neither J.C. Horn or Pat Surtain II. And that just made me laugh.
Why did that make you laugh?
Because I just love hating on the Cowboys. It's just fun just watching the Cowboys just be and their fans. Their fans are so loud and it's like the end of the world. It was phenomenal. We'll take a break. That covers us through 1 through 9. Well, I'll tell you, because number 10 was a huge pick. It was a big. Philadelphia hit a home run with this. They got Devontae Smith at 10. I mean, and they got it because of a trade with Dallas.
Dallas, yeah.
So Dallas
actually made a smart move.
Dallas doesn't get the 2 cornerbacks that they coveted, and they then make a trade within the division to their rival, so their rival can get what could be the top wide receiver in the draft. Bro, if Devonta Smith,
since you put it that way, all right,
ends up being a monster, oh my God, Cowboy fans are going to just shred Jerry Jones for the rest of his days. And it'll be great to watch. All right, that's 1 through 10. We'll take a break. We got plenty more draft stuff to do. But coming up next, my man Neri Signs going to do a little entertainment stuff, just kind of shoot the crap, see how he feels about his 49ers pick. This is Toasted Sports on OnSideRadio.com.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan. When you need your warehouse looking good while staying efficient, there's only one place to find the finest racks in the business. Pallet Rack City in Hialeah. 305-424-8547. That's 305-424-8547. Pallet Rack City is the company you need when you want your warehouse sporting the finest racks in the business. After all, who doesn't love a great rack? Pallet Rack City. 305-424-8547. That's 305-424-8547.
When you want a perfectly straight smile without braces, you can count on MoodyAsDental.com. A stunning smile is within reach. Learn more about Invisalign. Find out why so many trust the Moody-Ass family. Dr. Moody-Ass is an inventor and has several patents on innovative surgical instruments that are used around the world. Experience a family environment and trust on a worldwide level. From implants to crowns to a beautiful Invisalign smile. Call 305-821-0231. That's 305-821-0231. Or go to the website at MoodyAsDental.com.
Hi, it's Olivia Munn with my shelter pets, Frankie and Chance. Say hi, guys. When I adopted them, I discovered that they both have incredible personalities. Chance's sole purpose in life is to love and to be loved. Frankie is a little bit of a scoundrel and always entertaining. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the Humane Society of the United States, and Maddie's Fund.
Miami Dolphins fans, join us for OnsideRadio.com's NFL Draft Party at Sports Grill in Miami, 11481 Southwest 40th Street, Bird Road. Join Big O and Alex Dono for this two-night event starting on Thursday, April 29th at 7:30 p.m. and Friday, day 2 at 6:30. Drink and food specials, giveaways, and the best damn draft party in South Florida. Join us for a two-night event as OnsideRadio.com and Sports Grill on Bird Road bring you the best NFL draft party on the planet.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's new Papadia? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Get a new Papadia, 4 flavors, just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Now that it's springtime, it's only getting hotter here in South Florida. Make sure your AC in your home or business is running smoothly by investing in a preventative maintenance plan from M&S Air Conditioning. And M&S is a Mitsubishi Diamond Elite contractor. When you purchase a new Mitsubishi electric mini split system, you'll get a 12-year warranty. Or install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that captures and destroys biological contaminants to improve air quality. M&S Air Conditioning have been providing prompt, honest, and reliable service for over 30 years. Schedule service or call to get more info on our preventative maintenance plans. Call 954-421-3680 or visit ac-florida.com.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnsideRadio.com sports update.
The Miami Dolphins last night took Jalen Waddle with the number 6 pick and then added Jalen Phillips with the number 18 pick. The Fins will have pick 36, 50, and 81 tonight in the second and third rounds. Don't forget, tonight we will be at Sports Grill, Bird Road, for night 2 of the NFL Draft starting at 6:30. Join Big O, Alex Dono. Also, I think Toast will be out there, and Kai Chisholm will also be out there for the Onside Radio NFL Draft Watch Party and live broadcast. Sports Grill located 11481 Southwest 40th Street in Miami. We will see you there. Also this weekend, Inter Miami CF. They're in Nashville on Sunday. Game starts at 1 p.m., which means Big O and Alex Dono, they're going to get you started with a live watch party and broadcast from Dangerous Minds Brewing in Pompano. That will start at noon, and then Chris Whittingham, Thomas Rongen, and Fernando Fiore will have the call at 1. Florida Panthers beat the Chicago Blackhawks 4-3 in overtime last night. Sam Bennett with the winner. They're back at it with Chicago tomorrow night. The puck drops at 8. The Marlins start a weekend series with the National, Pablo Lopez versus Joe Ross. The pitching matchup, first pitch 7:05. And the Miami Heat are in Cleveland on Saturday. Tip-off at 8 p.m. You are listening to South Florida's only local sports talk station. This is OnsideRadio.com.
Welcome back to Toasted Sports. To reach out to Toast, dial 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. Back to Toasted Sports.
Friday morning, 8:39. As always, we'd like to go to one of my friends, a local stand-up comic, Neri Sines. You can find out where he'll be by checking out whatwashisname.com. Good morning, Neri. How you doing, bro?
Morning, brother. How are you, man? How are you this post-draft day morning?
I am a little bit tired because for some reason the Jacksonville Jaguars felt they had to take all 10 minutes with the first pick, which was ridiculous. I mean, just have the commissioner go out there and just say, hey, I mean, really? I got to look at Urban Meyer standing in that office for 10 minutes. Like, it was so annoying. It was so annoying.
Like they've had 6
right?
months. I think they
It was the worst kept secret. The people on Mars, if they're there, knew that they were going to take Trevor Lawrence. Like, I mean, come on. Just take the freaking kid. Let's get on with this. It's going to be 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. How does it feel to not have your team pick in the first round, dude? How's that?
Dude, I'll be honest. So I had more fun watching that first round last night, and my team wasn't even taking part. Yeah, Seahawks had nothing because of the Jamal Adams trade a year ago. And so, yeah, it was weird. Let me ask you this. I'm watching my division rivals make picks, and 49ers, how you feeling about Trey Lance?
Well, I feel as good as I could feel, seeing as his name is not Zach Wilson.
Okay.
So I was really, and I knew the chances were slim to none, but I was really hoping that the Jets did what the Jets do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all remember when the Jets were supposed to pick Warren Sapp,
yep,
and then they ended up picking a tight end whose name nobody remembers because he was awful. So like I was hoping that history would repeat itself and the Jets pick somebody else so we could pick up Zach Wilson. But I'm just glad that it wasn't Mac Jones. I'm not a fan of Mac Jones. I'm not a fan of Alabama quarterbacks. Alabama quarterbacks, you know, historically have not done well in the NFL unless you go back to like Joe Namath or whatever his name was. So I'm fine. I like Trey Lance better than I do Mac Jones or what's his name?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. So I'm fine with that. I'm a little disappointed in the fact that if we're going to throw in all our chips for a quarterback, throw in all our chips for the ones that we want. So
right.
If I would have just gone, you know, forget the trade with the Dolphins. I would have made the trade with the Jets and said, hey, I'll give you the farm. Just give me your second pick. Because that's what we really wanted.
Right.
Let's be real.
Right. So I mean, so from my standpoint, anytime the Jets are on the clock and they make a pick and it's a high pick, I just assume that I'm looking at the bust of the draft. And so, no offense to Zach Wilson, and he's a good-looking kid, as I said, and Madison Avenue will love his ass if he has any game. But because the Jets took him at 2, I have to assume he will be a full-on bust, like Jamarcus Russell level bust. And I hope that happens.
I don't know. What's up with Green Bay, huh? This dude, Aaron Rodgers, he's so mad.
So here's the thing.
Mad.
So Green Bay, they don't get him a wide receiver last year. And then I imagine last night they're on the clock and someone tells Aaron, oh, my God, bro, your guys just drafted someone that runs a 4.25 40, but he's a cornerback. And Aaron Rodgers just throws his drink down and walks the hell out of the house. Yeah,
But the reports are saying that he told the front office,
yes,
trade me or don't trade me, I'm not playing next year. I'm not showing up. I'm not being a Packer next year. Like, that's crazy, right?
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love chaos.
Oh, I love chaos, but I just think as he is the reigning MVP.
So did you hear? Did you hear what the Raiders offered for him last night?
I heard what the Niners offered for him, and they still got shut down.
So I don't know what the Niners are, but the Raiders offered Derek Carr, Marcus Mariota, Henry Ruggs III, their first-round pick from last year, Max Crosby, a defensive end, 2022 first-round pick and 2023 first-round pick, and the Packers said no. And the Packers drafted a quarterback last year in the first round. It's not like they don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, the Niners offered him the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft, plus other picks and a number of players. That's what the report is saying. And a number of players, including Garoppolo.
Oh, wow, okay.
They were like, please, for the love of God. It's almost as if the Niners were saying, look, we don't really have a plan for this draft, so if you could just do us the favor and get us out of this difficult situation. They don't have a plan, man. There's reports saying that the Niners, that the ownership didn't tell the coaching staff which quarterback they were going to pick until the last second.
I love the fact that like 3 years ago, everybody was raving about how Jimmy Garoppolo was the best backup in the NFL, and he's going to be he's going to be great, and someone's got to make a move for him. Yeah, yeah, and now they can't give him away. They can't give him away.
But we're still saying that we got to make a move for him. We just got to be a move somewhere where we can move him. I thought we were going to trade him to. I thought he was going to end up in New England, and then New England ended up going with Mac Jones, and I was like, oh boy,
dude. And that whole Mac Jones thing, like, dude, if this pans out for New England, like, it's the most predictable thing in the world. The dude has the exact same body type as Tom Brady.
And he also has 3 letters in his first name and 5 letters in his last name.
Yeah. Oh God! So we're going all down the going all down the rabbit hole here. Beautiful. All right, let's get off of football, bro. Did you happen to watch the Mortal Kombat movie?
I did. I happened to watch the Mortal Kombat movie.
All right, so I have thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on the Mortal Kombat movie?
It's the mixed bag of mixed bag. It's when the fight scenes are fantastic, and then the acting. There are times where the acting is really actually good. Like, and I say that because it's a fight movie. You don't really need it to be Oscar level. And then there are times where you go, "What? This acting is bad.
Yes,
awful."
Yes.
And then there are times where the plot, you go, "What? What the hell is happening? What is going on?" There's a tournament that we don't ever get to see.
Yep.
We don't get to see the tournament.
Correct.
And I'm like, why? There's a new character. Why is there a new character? Like, Mortal Kombat has 75 different characters already. Why do you need to add a new one? And why does it need to be the lead? And why does it need to suck so much? He sucks. He sucks. His special powers suck. It's all like, it's so weird because there's certain fight scenes, like the beginning of the movie, where they were like in plain clothes. That whole opening sequence was fantastic.
Yep.
There's a lot of really good fight scenes, and then Kano, the comedic relief of the movie, was great.
Yep.
He was my favorite part of that movie. But it's just a mixed bag. I don't know. People ask me, "Is it good?" And I'm like, "There's good, and then there's this."
Here's how I broke it all down because folks are like, "How is it?" So I was like, "All right, if you judge this as a movie, just as a flat-out movie that would be eligible for Academy Awards, then it's not very good because the plot is just an absolute mess. It's a mess. Like, there's stuff they don't tell you that you have to kind of assume and guess at. But if you view this through the lens of a video game movie, it's a home run. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a video game movie, like a movie that actually brought the outside of not having the tournament. But my thought on the tournament is that I think that the tournament is going to be the sequel because this one was before the tournament. So now they're going to have to go find more fighters for the actual tournament, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it, but the whole movie, how many times did they bring up the tournament?
A lot. They brought up a lot.
A lot. Like, it felt like every other, like, it was.
It's a big tease for what you're not going to get, yeah.
And I'm like, why even bringing it up like that often if you're not going to get it, if you're not going to give it to us? You know you're not going to give it to us. So don't even, like, you can bring it up once or twice. They brought it up a lot. And I was just like, oh, boy. I don't know why they added a new character. That guy, that Cole guy. I don't know why they added him. We have so many characters in Mortal Kombat. I don't understand why and then he sucks.
Well, and then you add him, and then at the very end, you tease the character everybody wanted to see.
Exactly. And you tease the character.
Like, are you kidding me?
Is Cole supposed to be Johnny Cage?
Right?
Like, that's like, everybody was asking. And so it's good. Like, the fight, I stick by the fight scenes are really good. If you just want to see fight scenes, cool fight scenes or whatever, and some of them are a little ridiculous. They show us some fatalities, and you go, okay. Yeah, all right. I get it. You guys play the video game. I get it. All right.
Well, now they got to do a Street Fighter. They got to do a Street Fighter movie now.
Well, nothing's going to beat the classic Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter. So
True. That's a valid point. That's a valid point.
The godfather of corny superhero video game movies. But I don't know, man. I'm excited. Hey, did you ever real quick, man? I know we got to get going, but there's a new show on Prime, on Amazon Prime, and it's an animated superhero show. But it's not your mom's animated superhero show.
Okay, what's it called?
It's called Invincible, and it's from the creator, from the same writer as The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay. I have not seen it. Is it worth it?
It's so worth it. Have you seen The Boys?
Yes, I've seen The Boys, absolutely.
This is an animated version of The Boys type of deal where there's so much blood and gore, and you go, what the hell is going on? And when you see this in a cartoon form, it's almost grosser. Because you go, oh my God! Like you start. I was clutching my pearls at one time. I was like, oh my, excuse me. But it was. It's only like 6 episodes, I think, 5 or 6 episodes, but they're like hour-long episodes.
Okay.
And it's a really. I just finished it yesterday. I had to watch it while my kids were at school because I don't want to get carted off.
Right.
But yeah, it was actually really good. I was really impressed with it. And they just announced right after I finished watching it, as if to say, here you go, Neri, there's a bone. They just announced that they greenlit seasons 2 and 3 already.
Oh, wow. Nice. All right. I will definitely check that out then this weekend. Cool.
It's fun.
All right. You got any gigs going on this weekend? You working?
No, man. No, not working yet. I'm trying to find work. I got a CD recording coming up at the end of June, last week of June, 1st of July, but that's going to be in North Carolina.
Okay.
But I'm trying to find gigs in the meantime so that I could brush up and, refine the act type of deal. Not that I haven't already, but just kind of get some practice reps in before I start recording it.
Yes.
And Florida is one of those things where because the state has never really shut down, everybody from New York and California,
they're all down here.
They're all coming down here, and B, they're all bringing their friends because everybody needs work. So we're all as a community, comedians all need work. So if I know a guy who's going to Florida, there's headliners here who are funny. I'm not taking anything away from them, but they've come down here 3 times in the last 7 months. And you're Jesus Christ, how many times do you need to go back to the well? So it just leaves the local guys out of we're up Schitt's Creek because we can't do anything. We're like, all right, whatever.
I gotcha. All right, well that sucks.
So yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. I understand. I'm on that same train too, where I'm trying to call my buddies and be like, hey, you need somebody to go to roll with you. So I'm trying.
All right, so if anyone listening has like a bar mitzvah or something coming up and you want an act, give Neri a call.
Let's go.
All right. Neri Signs, everybody. Check him out. Whatwashisname.com. Thank you, brother. We'll talk to you next week.
Love you, bro. Peace.
Neri Signs, everybody. And we got to take a break. Toasted News coming up next. This is OnSideRadio.com.
You're listening to Toasted Sports. Take OnSideRadio.com, your home for sports talk everywhere with the Radio.net app. Find the app at OnSideRadio.com, South Florida's home for real sports talk.
It's Toast. When South Floridians need hurricane windows, there's only one crew to call, Brett and Tom at B&T Windows and Doors. They came to the crib last year, installed PGT windows and doors, and now I'm set. No more plywood, no more knuckle-busting wing nuts. PGT windows and doors will keep me and my family safe the next time a named storm comes rolling on through. Call B&T today, 954-233-0126, or bntwindowsanddoors.com. And P.S., do me a favor, tell them you heard about them on OnSideRadio.com.
When you're tired of watching the sun damage your furniture or raise your electric bill, it's time to do what we did here at OnSideRadio.com studio. Call A Shade Above Window Fashions in Davie and Sunrise. A Shade Above Window Fashions has a great selection of blackout shades to choose from. We can almost create a complete blackout for your bedroom or media room. Call them at 954-434-4774. That's 954-434-4774. Love the space you live in. A Shade Above Window Fashion.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
You're listening to the only sports station in South Florida that likes to take your calls. 888-441-4623. We connect with a South Florida sports fan because we are South Florida. Locally owned and operated. 888-441-4623. OnSideRadio.com. South Florida's home for real sports talk.
Big O for M&S Air Conditioning. You know, air quality in your home and business is more important than ever. That's why you've got to call M&S Air Conditioning and let them install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit. Folks, it attracts, captures, and destroys biological contaminants to improve your air quality. With stellar customer service, answering your call from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. For more info on high-efficiency air filters and their preventative maintenance plans, visit M&S Air Conditioning at ac-florida.com.
Inter Miami CF fans, join us at our new home this season for all away games as we broadcast live at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company, 1901 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach. Join Big O and Alex Dono for the live pregame, halftime, and postgame shows while we watch the games. Enjoy meticulously brewed beer on site, delicious artisanal pizzas, live music, and giveaways. So, the new home for all Inter Miami road games is at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company at the Pompano City Mall, where they'll feature all the Inter Miami games. Follow them on Twitter at Dangerous Minds B and Facebook and Instagram at Dangerous Minds Brewing, and visit them at dangerousmindsbrewing.com.
Let's get back to Toasted Sports. You can send a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast. Stories you won't hear anywhere else. This is Toasted News.
We begin in England. A man has been jailed for robbing a McDonald's and making off with not only some cash, but also food. Unfortunately for him, not only did he get caught, but he also wasn't even able to get the meal he was hoping for at the time of the robbery.
They messed up his order?
Well, according to tell you, they F you at the drive-thru. That's what happens. According to the news outlet, the man claimed to have a gun and demanded money from the register and forced a manager to give him access to the store safe. On his way out, he also reportedly demanded some of the fast food franchise's famous chicken nuggets. Unfortunately for him, it was still too early in the day, and the restaurant was only serving items from the breakfast menu.
Oh, you didn't even. Come on, time management.
You got it, bro.
Man.
After 10:30, dog. Apparently, he was unwilling to wait for some nuggets to be cooked, so he made off with a double sausage McMuffin instead. He reportedly stole more than $600 from the restaurant, was identified by closed-circuit TV cameras, and then turned himself into authorities later that day. It was discovered that instead of an actual gun, he had been threatening victims with an unloaded air pistol. The judge recently sentenced him to 6 years in prison. Wow. Those were that was an expensive Egg McMuffin, bro.
Real expensive.
Damn. All right.
Should have went with the nuggets. Should have waited.
We got to go to Florida now, Orange County.
Of course.
Let the Florida education jokes begin. Photos of a fresh paint job in an Orange County school zone show what was supposed to be the word school incorrectly spelled as S-C-O-H-O-L, Skohol. The botched paint job was spotted on Wednesday. A county spokeswoman said it was an honest mistake and that it was corrected Wednesday evening. Good job. Finally, story of the day. Lodi Township, Michigan. A property line dispute between neighbors in southeast Michigan has led to the construction of a 250-foot-long wall of poop, or compost fence. The cow manure is normally spread out on the farmer's field next door, said Mr. Wayne Lembarth, who owns the adjacent property. Now the turds are piled as a smelly reminder of a property line dispute from last year. The stench permeates his rental house near the property line, the report said. Complaints have been lodged, but local officials say there's nothing they can do since the feces is on the farmer's property. According to the farmer, it's not a poop wall, it is a compost fence. You, sir, are an ass, but a rather effective one. You imagine a 250-foot wall of poop along the side of your house?
That's using it properly right there.
And especially in the summer, Sean. Like when it's 90 degrees, oh, you know what? Folks going to be going there trying to pick mushrooms.
You know what they say, throw it against the wall, see what sticks.
We will take a break. This is Toasted Sports on OnSideRadio.com.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam, ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Okay, men. This is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. I know you won't, because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
AM 1260 WLEN.
We're live and local. Honey, are we really?
Just read what they wrote.
We're the best sports station for Miami.
What kind of programming genius does it take to flip a switch and put it on an ESPN satellite? We're your home for all local sports. AM 1260 WLE. Honey, would you please bring my laxative in here?
Sure, honey.
Ain't it awful? South Florida's choice for sports talk. OnSideRadio.com.
Okay, forest animals, today is a new day. Kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow.
Yes?
Have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. Okay, River.
Dude.
How's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man. Perfect for a little riverside shoeless relaxation.
Ah, good. Owl, you here? Course. Who's asking? I am. Look, you know the drill. Sleep during the day, scare the kids at night. Perfect. I love my job. Oak Tree?
What's up?
Still in the same place I left you last year. That's what I like. Consistency.
Well, it's not like I'm going anywhere for the next couple hundred years.
I know. I love it. Turtle. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. You'd think he would have learned by now to leave the night before our meetings. Okay. Squirrel. Has anybody seen Mr. Squirrel?
The Forest has been preparing just for you. Visit a forest near you today. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hello, Inter Miami CF fans! Download the Drink AR app and play inside a first-of-its-kind virtual soccer stadium, hosted by Bodega Trevento and Inter Miami CF, and celebrate your passion for soccer from the comfort of your own home. Find the download links on our Instagram account at Treventus and get our wines delivered straight to your home with a discount for all Inter Miami CF fans. Discover Trevento, a shared passion.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Welcome to Toasted Sports.
Everyone gather round.
I should just start at the beginning.
What day of the week is it?
It's Friday.
Friday.
What are your plans for the weekend?
Doing absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Sounds exciting. Okay, where was I? End of the week. Friday. Who's ready to party?
Okay, finally.
It's showtime.
Here's Toast.
Friday morning, Toasted Sports, second hour of the podcast. Streams live every day from 8 until 10 on OnSideRadio.com. Please go ahead, subscribe, rate, review. Would appreciate it. All right, let's get back into the draft. We got through our first 10 picks. Number 11. For me, this was the pick and the move of the first round. Of all the picks, nothing. I am higher on this one. First of all, props to the Giants. Dave Gettleman, their GM, for moving back for the first time in his career and getting a ransom for moving back. Good job by the Giants there. Chicago Bears. Listen, man, you got a really good defense. You've had a really good defense for a couple of years now. You need a quarterback. You went with Mitch Trubisky. I remember your Twitter account in Chicago earlier this year when you traded for Andy Dalton. You just tweeted out QB1. That was pretty funny, especially considering what you did last night. Pick of the draft for me, the Bears take Justin Fields. Again, I don't understand how Justin Fields wasn't the second quarterback taken in this draft, but whatever. Epilepsy, whatever you want to, whatever, man. But I love this pick for the Bears. It also means that their head coach, Nagy, this could be his last year. Same thing for Kyle Shanahan. Both these guys now, their asses should be very, very warm because their seats are incredibly hot. Incredibly hot.
Was Shanahan on the pick?
You had to be.
When they say the front office didn't tell the coaches, does that mean they didn't tell
I don't. No, there's no way that Kyle Shanahan did not know that Trey Lance was getting picked. There's no way.
Well, he helped from his assistants.
He helped diagram his pro day.
I'll tell you now, they kept it from the assistants because they were afraid it would get out. That's terrible.
If you can't trust your staff, to leak it out, that's a whole nother issue. You're 100% correct. That's a whole nother issue. So I love that pick, dude. For me, that is the pick of the draft. The Bears moving up. I'm a firm believer. I think Justin Fields is going to be a stud, going to be a really good quarterback. So great job by them. Going up and finally making a move to get the guy that they need. They needed a quarterback. Now let's see what happens. Whole Mitch Trubisky thing. Good
because it was between them and the Patriots were the last two teams that needed quarterbacks.
Exactly. And there was thought, hey, the Patriots going to have to move up. But no, they got all lucky.
Yeah, because the Giants were down to, I think, the final minute before they announced the trade. So I think they were probably waiting to see what the best offer was going to be between the Patriots. They're probably battling them back and forth.
So after missing out on both of the cornerbacks and trading back, the Cowboys were on the clock. And I'll tell you what, man, good pick for the Cowboys here. We just had a few days ago, Sean Lee announced his retirement, the oft-injured, very good linebacker. Yep. You had a hole there. You go ahead and get the best one on the board, the best one in the draft, the kid from Penn State, Parsons. So I got no problem. You added a third-round pick with the moving back a couple spots with Philly. So, yeah, for once, I think Cowboy fans, they may be pissed they didn't get one of the two cornerbacks, but that wasn't their fault. They were gone before they got to them. They didn't trade up. So with this pick, I thought they handled this well. I got no issues with this.
I think the big brass sent Jerry Jones to the bathroom, traded the
possibly,
pick, and did something correctly.
Right. Another big pick, 13 next for the Chargers. And when you have a quarterback like you do last year with Justin Herbert, you need to make sure that you have a strong offensive line. So they went ahead, and they got the second-best tackle out there, kid from Northwestern. And props to Northwestern, 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
First time in their history. Good stuff. Look, they're like mini Canes over there.
Mini you.
Jets back on the clock at 14. They go ahead, and they took the guard from USC. On ESPN, they were kind of panning this pick. They said it was a little bit of a reach. I don't listen to when you get down to guards. I legitimately have no idea. So I mean,
apparently the Jets said, "Okay, we need to get some help for Wilson."
Well, I will say this: if you're going to draft a quarterback like that, you better make sure that you're going to keep him upright. So make sure you have a good line. So I got no problem. We'll see if that pick pans out. 15 Patriots, man, son of a bitch, Patriots just falls to them. Everything just works out for the Patriots, even after Tom Brady is gone. There was thought that as a trade up to get Mac Jones, they did not. They stayed at 15.
And got
and
Tom
he
Brady like
fell right to him. When you see the combine photo of them shirtless, it's the same body, bro. It's the exact same little mushy, pokey body. It's like, oh my God, he's going to be really good. He's going to be really good.
It's going to be MJ12.
Son of a bitch. So great pick for the Patriots there. Getting the guy you wanted, falling to you there at
He gets the 12 jersey too, right?
I don't think that's going to happen.
I'd do it.
16 was Arizona Cardinals. They took Zaven Collins, linebacker.
I think it's a good pick.
Sure. Listen, man, they got enough on the offense. They need to work on the defense a bit. I know you got J.J. Watt, but you need some young defensive players. You have enough on the offense through trades and everything. Time to get that defense set up. Then you got the Raiders, man. After getting shut down for trying to get Aaron Rodgers, dude, this is the biggest bust pick according to Mel Kiper in the first round. He could not contain himself on this one. They drafted Alabama tackle Alex Leatherwood. According to Kiper, this guy should have been a late day 2 pick. So
he surprised everybody.
Surprised
especially
everyone.
At the draft off because we were like, Leatherwood.
Yeah.
Okay,
According to Bleacher Report, they gave this pick an F. Next, but the good thing about that pick was they didn't take the guy that I wanted the Dolphins to get at number 18 because the Dolphins were on the clock next, and I even tweeted out. I had all my fingers and toes. Oh, we got
With
the pick.
the 18th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jalen Phillips.
Yes!
Defensive
I
end,
jumped up and down in my
Miami.
bedroom. Absolutely. Phenomenal. Loved it. That he gets to stay in the 305. Bro, listen, he's the best pass rusher in the draft. You can say it was a weaker class for edge rushers. That's fine. But regardless, he's the best guy in the draft, hands down, at that position. A position of need for the Dolphins. You didn't have to trade up, didn't have to sacrifice anything. He fell to you. You got him. Boom. Man, I'll tell you what. Closed out the first round for me. Those 2 picks for Chris Grier, 100%. I'm on board with both of them. In my mind, he handled the first round perfectly.
Yeah, I think he could have went a couple different ways and still been good, but I was okay with the defensive end pick as well.
Now, listen, I know what we all want because now you've got 2 of the running backs are off the board. You've got Najee Harris off the board. You've got Travis Etienne off the board. Can Javonte Williams fall to the Fins at 36? Or do the Fins maybe move up and not have 3 picks tonight, maybe only have 2 and they move up a few slots to make sure they get Javonte Williams? Because I'll be honest, Dolphins fans, if you wake up, if we come to the table tomorrow and tomorrow morning and you've got Waddle, Phillips, and Javonte Williams, how are you not happier than you've ever been in your life? If those are the 3 guys we've got with our first 3 picks, how are you not over the friggin' moon? Because I would be. I'm gonna tell my wife she should be. Man, if they can somehow, if Williams falls, I think they're gonna have to trade up if they're gonna want to get Williams. Because I think with Najee and Travis going late in the first round last night, he's the last top-tier running back in my mind. And I know we were hoping that Najee and Etienne would fall to the beginning of the second round because then you'd really have one of those 3 would be there by 36. Dolphins may have to move up if they want to get him. It'd be interesting to see what they do tonight. Interesting to see. And where they have him rated. Listen, maybe Chris Grier and Flo have found a couple linebackers running backs that they are all in on that they think will be there in the 3rd and 4th round. Who knows? All good. But man, I'm just saying, Dolphin fans in general, casual fans, if you walk away from this and you got those 3 guys, they're thrilled. They are thrilled. Season tickets get a spike.
And with the Javonte Williams, you got the Jaguars who took a running back.
Yeah.
The Jets, the Falcons, and then the Dolphins pick at 36.
What about the Jets?
The Jets or Falcons might throw a wrench in there.
Yeah. Yeah, they absolutely might.
But the Jets aren't going to trade with you to give you the
no,
back
God, no.
either,
Oh, God, no. Listen,
I don't know where you go unless you go all the way up to Jacksonville and be the first pick in the second round.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, I love that pick. Loved the fact that Jalen Phillips is staying down here in the 305. Number 19, Washington. They take the kid, the linebacker out of Kentucky. Dude, talk about a kid that has a meteoric rise. This kid was slated to be a 4th or 5th rounder like 3 months ago. Son of a bitch ends up going in 19. Like, wow. Who does he have pictures of is the question. Because he just got a serious bump in pay. The Giants,
it's about team needs. I mean, they go after who they want.
Now, I'm going to get a crap from Kai when he comes in here in about a half an hour, because yesterday I told him emphatically that his boy, Kadarius Toney, was not a first-round pick, would not be going in the first round. The Giants proved me wrong.
Yeah.
Kadarius,
it is the Giants.
It is the Giants. He after trading back, they pick him at number 20. Listen, dude, I get Toney. I get that he's small and he's really fast. And he's a game breaker. For me, though, he's not a first-round guy. I view him as a second, third, maybe fourth-round guy that, like an Edelman or like just those smaller guys like Santana. I don't know. I just don't view him as
I think they're going to look at him as like a Tyreek Hill, which is why a lot of these guys owe Tyreek Hill
was Tyreek Hill a first-rounder? I don't think so.
Well, no, I don't think he's a first-round, but you've seen what you can do with that type of player,
but
which makes these guys getting drafted now in the first round.
Here's the thing. There were players of that size and stature before Tyreek Hill that weren't Tyreek Hill.
Oh, no, you know what I'm saying? Agree. So, but now you can see that you can find put in the right system.
If he's Tyreek Hill, it still comes down to the individual player.
When you're drafting, you're hoping Kadarius Toney
I got you. So, yes, congratulations. The Gators had someone drafted in the first round. Who had more drafted in the first round out of the state of Florida? The Gators, the Noles, or the Canes? Who had more drafted in the first round?
I think it was a tie, right? Gators and Canes?
Yeah, Gators and Canes. Son of a bitch. They did have two. Stupid Pits. Son of a bitch.
The Giants did it just to stick it.
Giants did it just to screw us over. Just to piss us all off.
Wait. Gators don't have two. Let's get Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, exactly. Indianapolis Colts. They take Kwity Paye.
Yeah, I think that was a good pick for them.
I think that was a good pick for them. Sure, dude, I don't know
for where they were at in the draft.
Here's my thing. I from everything that the God Kuiper was saying, he was the biggest project edge.
But he had the most upside. Well,
he
not
says
most
possibly,
upside, but possibly could.
Now, the one thing that they were saying about him is that because some folks think that he can also play linebacker, but he's at 270, bro. That's like, I don't know how many linebackers in the NFL are at 270. I know folks are getting bigger, but not anymore, bro. Tennessee Titans were up next to 22. They took Caleb Farley from Vatech. Minnesota Vikings end up getting an offensive tackle from Vatech, so they go back-to-back. Here was a great pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris.
I was so mad, but
bro,
everybody was saying they were going to go with Najee Harris. Everybody said Najee Harris is off the board if he gets to Pittsburgh.
Bro, it's in their blood. Like a big, bruising, awesome running back, that is in their DNA in Pittsburgh. So, I mean, it sucks seeing him not fall to the Dolphins in the second round. But, I mean, just from a historical standpoint, bro, I mean, great pick for the Steelers. A phenomenal pick for this, especially because you got Ben. This could be his last year. Yeah. And you need to take some pressure off him so he's not throwing the ball 50 times a game. You need to have an effective running back.
You saw that doesn't work.
Exactly. And Pittsburgh is best when they have a guy that can just churn out yards on the ground. Right after him, Travis Etienne from Clemson ends up going to Jacksonville. So they get their quarterback, they get their running back. Great pick there.
And their teammates.
There you go. Cleveland Browns, they needed a cornerback. They got one to pair up with Ward. Great job by getting Greg Newsome the second. And when they said Gregory, I thought it was going to be Rousseau. When the young girl said Gregory. Then quickly, Baltimore Ravens, I know we're up against the clock. Ravens win at 27. They get the wide receiver out of Minnesota, Bateman. Good pick for them, and you got to give Lamar Jackson some weapons. The Saints took Peyton Turner. Dude, there was a run on the edge rushers. I'm telling you, the drop-off from Jalen Phillips to the rest of them, good thing the Dolphins got Jalen when they did. Green Bay Packers at 29 took Eric Stokes, the cornerback out of Georgia.
Of course, why go for an offensive weapon?
Yeah, very, very fast, but doesn't catch the ball for your quarterback.
Nothing happening there.
Just pissed off Aaron Rodgers even more. Then the Buffalo Bills, baby, Gregory Rousseau. Great. Listen, hate the fact that he's going to be running after Tua, but whatever, man. I love the fact that he got drafted in the first round.
See him too.
Right? Ravens then at 31 took the other edge rusher from Penn State, Jason Away. And you've got the Buccaneers taking Joe Tryon, another edge. I'm telling you, man, the run on edge rushers late. So there you go, man. Good stuff. It was a great first round. Phenomenal first round. I had a lot of fun, a lot of unpredictability. As I said, the most fun I've had watching a first round in many, many years. We got Ira coming up next, right?
Yes.
All right, take a break. We will switch over to Heat Talk. Ira Winderman from the Sentinel comes up next. This is Toasted Sports on OnSideRadio.com.
You're listening to Toasted Sports. Take OnSideRadio.com, your home for sports talk everywhere with simple radio. Find the app at OnSideRadio.com, South Florida's home for real sports talk.
Let's raise a cup to the first among us who put themselves last. To the risk takers, the mask makers, the heroes on the front line and online. To the ones keeping shelves full and keeping us hopeful. To those who don't stop and those making all the stops. To the ones who pick up, suit up, and never let us down. From all of us at Dunkin' to all the heroes keeping everyone running, we thank you.
If you're looking for a change from the everyday restaurant, then you need to get to Checkers Old Munchin German Restaurant in Pompano Beach. Brats, Wiener Schnitzel, homemade potato pancakes, pretzels with mustard, and lots of German beer. Take their famous Boot Tour Challenge, and there's now outdoor seating available in their new beer garden with live music. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Checkers Old Munchin Restaurant or call them for reservations or pickup at 954-785-7565. So get over to 2209 East Atlantic Boulevard in Pompano Beach to Zagat-rated Checkers Old Munchin German Restaurant.
It's toast. Smartest thing I did last year, called B&T Windows and Doors and had PGT custom windows and doors installed in my house. Listen, it's spring. That means before you know it, we'll be hearing about the tropics churning. That means you need to get your home and family protected today. Call B&T right now and they'll get you installed ASAP with the best in the business, PGT Custom Windows and Doors. 954-233-0126 or bntwindowsanddoors.com. And P.S. Tell them you heard about them on Onside Radio.
Miami Dolphins fans, join us for OnSideRadio.com's NFL Draft Party at Sports Grill in Miami, 11481 Southwest 40th Street, Bird Road. Join Big O and Alex Dono for this two-night event starting on Thursday, April 29th at 7:30 p.m. and Friday, day 2 at 6:30. Drink and food specials, giveaways, and the best damn draft party in South Florida. Join us for a two-night event as OnSideRadio.com and Sports Grill on Bird Road bring you the best NFL Draft Party on the planet.
Now that it's springtime, it's only getting hotter here in South Florida. Make sure your AC in your home or business is running smoothly by investing in a preventative maintenance plan from M&S Air Conditioning. And M&S is a Mitsubishi Diamond Elite contractor. When you purchase a new Mitsubishi electric mini split system, you'll get a 12-year warranty. Or install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that captures and destroys biological contaminants to improve air quality. M&S Air Conditioning have been providing prompt, honest, and reliable service for over 30 years. Schedule service or call to get more info on our preventative maintenance plans. Call 954-421-3680 or visit ac-florida.com.
Inter Miami fans, time to find out more about your favorite soccer team with OnSideRadio.com's IMCF Football Focus. Here's Austin Robillard.
Inter Miami held a press conference on Thursday in which Phil Neville discussed some possible absences for Sunday's game against Nashville. Some of the names included Robbie Robinson, who's dealing with an injury, Julian Carranza, who has sickness, and also Rodolfo Pizarro, who's in Mexico on his way to get his green card. And if he does get a green card, it opens up an international roster spot. The Higuain brothers, unfortunately, might also miss the match due to the passing of their mother. We wish their family the best, but this will leave Phil Neville with some tough decisions to make on who to put in the attacking front against Nashville.
Keep up with the latest on La Rosa Negra by subscribing on most platforms. Search Onside Radio. It's time to talk Miami Heat with NBA insider Ira Winderman. It's the Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat Report, exclusively at OnSideRadio.com. Let's go over the latest headlines locally with the Miami Heat and league-wide in the NBA with our very own Ira Winderman.
Every single week, get the opportunity to talk to the Sun Sentinel's Ira Winderman, talk some hoops, talk about the state of the Miami Heat. Good morning, Ira. How are you today?
I'm here to provide people with an NFL draft break before they go about their normal business. So there are other sports, so I am doing good myself.
Listen, and at least, Ira, we're waking up on a morning where, and it doesn't happen often in this town, where the morning after the first round of the NFL draft, Dolphin fans are very, very happy.
Yeah, the draft is the kind of thing, because nothing goes wrong when you make the player until you play the first game, until the player's on the field. So it's sort of the unbridled hope for everyone. And I'll give you the parallel is when the Heat drafted Precious Achiuwa in November, the thought was they sort of got a steal at number 20. And then when Precious came out for probably his first month to 6 weeks, everyone was calling him Bam 2.0. You now can find Precious on the side of milk cartons, and if anyone has seen him, call Toast or call myself and let us know. And it just shows you how the hope always means more than most of the time the moment. So I totally agree. Through these next few nights of the draft, days of the draft, and the next few rounds, enjoy and seize the moment, because nothing now goes wrong. And then the reality comes that only a certain percentage of these players meet the hype, if any of them meet the hype, and then you move on from there. But to me, the Heat really were a perfect example, because the Heat thought they got a steal, then the league told them they got a steal, then there were questions about, how he made the all-rookie mid-season all-star game that they didn't have this year. And then it shows you when you get to a playoff race, you still have to rely on your veterans. So, yes, I think Waddle will be a terrific addition. And I think the fact that they also, got the Kane also, late in the teens also, and they're covered there is great. But you still have to see how it all comes together. So absolutely seize this moment.
So the Heat now got 9 games left, had a nice win over San Antonio the other night. Dwayne Dedman playing great, even though we can't spell his name right. All good. He's still playing great. So huge game now coming up tomorrow, because now I know Charlotte's a couple games behind, but they're fighting for their playoff lives. This is a must-win game for them. So we can really put the nail in their coffin, right?
The Heat actually have 2 games coming up. They actually have a game in Cleveland on Saturday first, and then a game in Charlotte. It's interesting. Originally, the thought was you'd be competing with Charlotte maybe for this number 6 seed, but the way the Hornets have played and because of their injuries, they're sort of in the Heat's rearview mirror. And yet something fascinating, Toast, is happening here, and I don't know if we can prevent it, and I think it could be a major problem, and that's this. In the play-in game, the number 7 team plays the number 8 team for a playoff spot. Win that game, you're done. You don't have to worry about anything else. So that sounds good. Here's the problem. Right now, it's the Heat, number 7, Hornets, number 8. The Heat would host Charlotte. If they win, they're in. If not, they play the sort of consolation playoff game against the winner of the number 9 and number 10 for a second chance into the playoffs. So you have 2 chances if you're number 7 or number 8. But Washington is coming on strong. Right now, the Wizards are 10th in the East, but they're 9-1 in their last 10 games. I'm not so sure if I'm the Heat and I'm number 7, I would embrace Washington with Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook coming into my house for a playoff game that's going to decide one of the final 2 playoff berths. So all of a sudden, that game in Charlotte is, if the Heat win, they're actually helping the Wizards and maybe creating tougher competition for themselves. All of that said, you have to look ahead. You have to get out of that number 7. You have to try to catch the Celtics, who you are tied with now in the standings. You're only 1 game behind the Hawks, but do not have the tiebreaker. So I think where Charlotte was maybe an ultimate test looked at 2 weeks ago, I think the Heat are looking for bigger things, and that's probably the 2 games the following week in Boston that could determine at least number 6 in the East.
Well, and I'm glad you brought those up, because those are the 2 games that we've all had circled for better part of the last 2 weeks, knowing that it was going to come down to those 2. They're both up at the Garden. How do you see the Heat? Can the Heat go up there and at least get a split?
Well, here's something that's interesting. These games weren't supposed to be 2 games. It was supposed to be 1. If you remember in January, the Heat had just gotten done with a game in Washington, was going to Boston. Boston was COVID City, their roster. They had no Jaylen Brown. They had no Jason Tatum. Everyone was going to be out. The Heat were boarding the bus, getting ready to go to the game in Boston. I mean, this was literally hours before the game. And then all of a sudden, the Heat started testing positive for contact tracing, not necessarily positive, although we learned more about Jimmy Butler and Avery Bradley later. So that was supposed to be a night that the Heat were going to be whole. We're going to play the injury-depleted Celtics. and we're going to have a good shot for a win. The game gets postponed. The only Heat game that got postponed over the first half of the season. Now Boston is healthier. Now the Heat, too, are healthier. So all of a sudden, these are two games that should have been one game that will probably determine at least number 6. Again, Boston's already won the only meeting this season at American Airlines Arena. So the Heat would have to win both to get the tiebreaker, which is going to be essential also in multiple team ties. So there's so much at play in that one. So it's really interesting because I'm curious how the Heat maneuver their health situation for the bigger of the biggest games. And that even starts this weekend. So you have a weak Cleveland team on Saturday, a much better Charlotte team on Sunday. Do we see Goran given the night off on Saturday? Do we see Andre Iguodala given the night off? And the one thing I think you'd agree with me is this. Some of the games that the Heat sort of, I don't know if this is the right word, took for granted have come back to bite them in the butt. That's why I'm also concerned about Cleveland on Saturday as well as Charlotte on Sunday.
Well, Ira, you bring up the point, and with 9 games to go, unfortunately, and I know you've got a Heat roster that does have some older guys on it, but you've played yourself into a position where you can't afford to give people a rest. I mean, every game, basically the playoffs have started now for the Heat. I mean, you're basically in a long playoff series right now.
I wholeheartedly agree. And I think they have gotten, well, I guess it might be the wrong word here, but a bit too cavalier with the approach. Mm-hmm. And I understand that Andre Iguodala at 37 and Goran Dragic at 34 to get up for back-to-backs amid all the COVID testing is that much harder. But again, there is such an advantage about missing the play-in. If you avoid the play-in round, you get 5 days off minimal, possibly as many as 6 before you rejoin the playoffs already in progress. If you are in the play-in, your schedule is going to end regular season on a Sunday. Your first play-in game comes on Tuesday. Your second play-in game comes on Thursday. And you could be starting the playoffs on Saturday with no more than 1 day rest. Mm-hmm. So I agree with you. I would maybe push these players a little bit more now in the hopes of getting them 5 days free and clear before the actual best-of-7 playoffs start. I do wonder if that's something the Heat are going to weigh.
You mentioned Washington earlier. Are they your biggest wild card in the East right now with the way they're playing and the fact that they could cause some problems, or is there someone higher in the standings that you got your eye on?
No, among the play-in round teams, if you look at the way it is right now at the moment, you would have the Heat playing the Hornets in the 7-8 game. You would have the Pacers playing the Wizards in the 9-10 game. Win the 7-8 game, you're in. If not, the loser of the 7-8 game plays the winner of the 9-10 game. Of those 4 teams, Charlotte I'm worried about from this standpoint. They haven't been whole for a while. LaMelo Ball is coming back right now. Rozier has been injured. You've had Hayward in and out. When they're healthy, they're a different team. But the Wizards are the team I worry about for this reason. The Heat's best results against the Wizards have been when they have double-teamed Bradley Beal and said to anyone else on that team, go ahead and beat us. Well, all of a sudden now Russell Westbrook is going ahead and beating teams. They're probably the only team among those I mentioned who have 2 elite perimeter players in a league where elite perimeter players win games. Maybe LaMelo comes back, can step up to playoff level. Yeah, I'm concerned about Washington. I say of those 4 teams right now in the play-in round currently, Heat, Hornets, Pacers, Wizards, I would favor the Heat and the Wizards for the final 2 spots. But I'd be worried about the Wizards making trouble as soon as the first play-in game.
Ira, great stuff as always. We'll be watching tomorrow night as they take on the Cavaliers, and then next night as they got Hornets. It is must-win time. You just got to win games right now. Ira, thank you. Sun Sentinel, check him out. Ira Winderman. We do it every single week here on Toasted Sports with Onside Radio. Thank you very much, bro. Have a great weekend.
And remember, DEDMON. Yes. Thank you, Coach.
Dwayne Dedman. Yes, we got to make sure. Listen, man, the way he's played 18-9, you got to get his name right, bro. You got to get that name right on the back of the jersey. Come on, guys. We will take a break. This is Toasted Sports on OnSideRadio.com.
This has been the Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat Report with Ira Winderman. Visit Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines at 15601 Pines Boulevard. Come experience the oasis that customers deserve and the dealership that earned Dealer Rater's 2020 Consumer Satisfaction Award at Acura of Pembroke Pines. This is how we do it.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDConstruction.com.
When you want a perfectly straight smile without braces, you can count on MoodyAsDental.com. A stunning smile is within reach. Learn more about Invisalign. Find out why so many trust the Moody Ass family. Dr. Moody Ass is an inventor and has several patents on innovative surgical instruments that are used around the world. Experience a family environment and trust on a worldwide level. From implants to crowns to a beautiful Invisalign smile. Call 305-821-0231. That's 305-821-0231. Or go to the website at MoodyAsDental.com.
Time for a Sports Grill NFL Draft Profile. Alabama wide receiver Jalen Waddle. This 5', 10" senior is listed at 182 pounds.
Deep ball, man there, get him on the fly. Waddle, there's nobody going to catch him. Jalen Waddle, touchdown.
The beauty of Waddle is in his versatility, as offensive coordinators can line him up everywhere, including the backfield. Several NFL sources tell OnSideRadio.com Waddle may be the better fit for the Dolphins than Devonta Smith. In 3 years, Waddle averaged 18.8, 17, and 21.1 yards per catch while scoring 17 touchdowns. While he's not a physical player breaking tackles, his extra gear and top-end speed will create all the separation you need in a league that's no longer patrolled by Lots, Atwaters, or the Brian Dawkins of the world. Teams that could select him: Miami Dolphins at number 6, Detroit Lions at number 7, New York Giants at number 11, or the Miami Dolphins at number 18. Join OnSideRadio.com for NFL Draft Week at Sports Grill in Miami, 11481 Southwest 40th Street, Bird Road, for a 2-night event starting on Thursday, April 29th at 7:30 p.m. and Friday, day 2 at 6:30 p.m. Listen to the live broadcast exclusively at OnSideRadio.com or join Big O and Alex Dono for the best Miami Dolphins draft coverage on your home for real sports talk. OnSideRadio.com.
She's kind of a big deal. Some people like to say it's only because of how she looks. She sticks her tongue out a lot. But there's just something about her that makes people do crazy things, like get tattoos of her face or wait in line for hours just to say hi. Lil Bub is a 2-year-old cat, an Instagram celebrity with a following bigger than some 90s television stars. And it all started because she was adopted. You can't buy a best friend like Lil Bub, but you can adopt one. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnSideRadio.com sports update.
The Miami Dolphins took Jalen Waddle with the number 6 pick and then Jalen Phillips with the number 18 pick. The Fins will have picked 36, 50, and 81 in the second and third rounds. Don't forget, tonight we will be at Sports Grill, Bird Road, for night 2 of the NFL Draft starting at 6:30. Join Big O and Alex Dono. Also, Toast will be out there and Kai Chen Chisholm for the Onside Radio NFL Draft Watch Party and live broadcast. Sports Grill located at 11481 Southwest 40th Street in Miami. We will see you there. Also this weekend, Inter Miami CF, they're in Nashville on Sunday. The game starts at 1 p.m., which means Big O and Alex Dono, they'll get you started with a live watch party and broadcast from Dangerous Minds Brewing in Pompano at noon. And Chris Whittingham, Thomas Rongan, and Fernando Fiore, they'll have the call at 1 o'clock right here at OnSideRadio.com. Florida Panthers, they beat the Blackhawks 4-3 in overtime. Sam Bennett with the winner. They're back at it with Chicago tomorrow night. The puck drops at 8. The Marlins start a weekend series with the Nationals. Pablo Lopez, Joe Ross, the pitching matchup. First pitch, 7:05. And the Miami Heat, they're in Cleveland on Saturday. The tip-off is 8 p.m. You're listening to South Florida's only local sports talk station. This is OnSideRadio.com.
Welcome back to Toasted Sports. To reach out to Toast, dial 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. Back to Toasted Sports.
Toasted Sports Friday morning, streaming live on OnSiteRadio.com. It is the end of April, which means May 1st is going to be happening this weekend, which means Memorial Day is a month away. You know what that means, Sean? The tropics are going to start churning. Hurricane season, boys and girls. Have you protected your house? Listen, man, there's for the last 10 years, living in my townhouse, anytime we were in the cone of death, I had to go to friggin' Home Depot. I had to battle with everybody else to get, 4 or 5 sheets of plywood. And then I had to get those Tapcon screws, and I had to, go ahead and bat all my windows up and everything like that. And then the friggin' storm would miss, and then you got to take the wood down, and then you want to save the wood because you don't have to buy wood every single time, and the wood starts rotting on your back patio. It's a pain in the ass. That's why you've got to get hurricane impact windows. I did it last year. B&T Windows and Doors. Here's the best part. They came to the house. It's an expensive procedure. I got you. Absolutely. But it adds value to your house. And the best part is you can finance it. Y Green certified. Yes. I didn't do no money down. I didn't have to give them a down payment. Nothing at all. All financed, not a penny down. And now it all automatically comes out of my tax bill, or I don't know. I just keep paying my mortgage and it pays it off. I don't know how they do it. It's so friggin' easy. Call B&T Windows and Doors today. The peace of mind you will have. Dude, last year we were in the cone of death a couple times, and I wasn't wigging out because I knew my house was protected. I knew my family was protected because I had B&T Impact Windows and Doors. 954-233-0126. They will hook you up with PGT Custom Windows and Doors. They are the best in the business, so make sure you call them today. B&T Impact Windows and Doors, 954-233-0126. All right. Some more stuff to get to here. Conor McGregor. This is spectacular. Sean, back in 2019, Conor McGregor, you may remember, was caught on security camera sucker punching a man at a Dublin pub over a whiskey dispute.
Yes, I remember that.
McGregor pleaded guilty, single assault charge stemming from the punch, and 2 years later, Conor has revisited the scene of that assault with the ultimate payback. He paid $2.4 million to purchase the Marble Arch pub in Dublin. Now, why would you purchase that pub? Well, how about this reason? So he could ban the dude that he got into a fight with. The guy that he sucker punched had been a regular of said pub for some 14 years.
Oh, Team Petty.
And Conor bought it and said, yo, bro, you ain't ever coming back in here again. Now, granted, it is Dublin. Plenty of other pubs to find. It shouldn't be too difficult for the guy. But, bro, the level, that is a long play, petty play right there. That is impressive.
One, too.
Expensive, $2.4 million just to piss a guy off.
I guess you just got, what, 600?
Exactly. When you've got as much money as him, 2.4 is in the couch cushions. It's not a big deal in any way. Not a big deal in any way. A reminder tonight, going to be a good time. I will be out tonight along with the rest of the crew. It is the second night of our awesome Best Damn Draft
Wings
Party.
Are so good.
Dude, I cannot wait for the wings. How's the blue cheese?
I don't do blue cheese.
What do you do?
I just do wings.
You don't dip them in anything.
No. Why am I going to – look, if I order wings a flavor, why am I going to put flavor on the
Because you're adding more flavor to the flavor.
No, you're not. You're hiding the flavor.
No. But maybe if you're putting too much blue cheese on. But, yeah, I was afraid you were going to say you're a ranch guy. And then I'm
not a ranch guy either.
And then I would have had to kick you out of the studio.
Yeah, no. I am special grilled barbecue garlic.
All right, so tonight's festivities will begin at 6:30, so we'll probably be getting out of there about 3 a.m.
Yeah. No, they're only 5-minute picks this time,
That's
I
right.
think.
But I'm sure they'll use all 5 minutes.
Yeah. Hopefully the Dolphins trade that 81st pick.
Big O and Donna will be hosting everything. I'll be making myself way on down there early on. Kai will be coming down as well, I hear. So I'll be getting down there, doing some drinking, eating some wings, and watch the Dolphins with these next 3 picks. See how many they actually do. Part of me thinks maybe they'll trade up to get Javonte Williams. We'll see. But it's all going down tonight. A great crowd last night, apparently. So let's even have a bigger crowd tonight. A celebration. The weekend is here. The best damn draft party. Bird Road location of Sports Grill Miami. Come join us tonight beginning at 6:30. And we will have a good old time out there. Some other stuff going on here. What I had something that I wanted to talk about, and now I have forgotten. Oh, yes, there you go. The round table. I knew there was something. All right. Every single day, we do the round table here on OnSideRadio.com. We will pose a question. Every single host will give an answer. We will then combine all those answers into its own podcast that you can subscribe to and get at the end of the day. Today's round table question for this Friday: how satisfied are you with the selections of the Miami Dolphins after the first day? Did they address their needs and take the best player possible at each spot? As I said earlier, I am thrilled with the moves they made. Now, you can say best player. I mean, listen, everyone's draft boards are going to be different. So I think we can all agree that there were 4 premium pass catchers that were head and tails above everybody else. And that was Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, and Devonta Smith. I think we can all now how you had those four ranked. That's where the disparity will come in. But I think all of us can be in agreement. Those were the 4 guys, and the Dolphins had to get one of those guys, preferably the one they wanted most. Now, judging by the moves the Dolphins made, I believe Chris Grier had Jalen Waddle as either the number 1 or number 2 wide receiver in the draft. I'm not sure which one, because I'm part of me thinks we may have taken Chase that the Cincinnati Bengals had not. But either way, I'm good, bro. I'm good with Jalen Waddle. And then you come back at 18. And I understand that we haven't had luck at the defensive end position. And I understand that this draft class doesn't have the guaranteed stud that past draft classes have had. That said, at 18, you got the best available, most talented, most pure pass rusher in this draft in Jalen Phillips, in my opinion, from the University of Miami. So for me, I said that Chris Grier had to hit home runs with at least 2 of these 5 picks that he has in the first 81. Had to have 2 of these guys had to be flat-out home runs, multiple Pro Bowls, and when they're all done, they're in the Ring of Honor. The other 3 guys, you got to get at least one that's really good. So for me, in my mind, round 1, Chris Grier nailed it. Nailed it. 0 issue with anything that he did. Love where this team stands right now with 3 more picks. And, yeah, so in my mind, I wasn't completely convinced that he'd pull this off. I had some doubts. It's been a mixed bag with him in terms of, listen, he missed on every free agent last year. It's been a mixed bag with the draft, but last year's draft I loved. This year's draft I am loving so far. You look at all the talking heads out there, they're all saying the Dolphins won the night. Everyone is pretty much saying the Dolphins won the night. Maybe one other team was as good, but the Dolphins are right there with teams that won day 1 of the draft. And so I don't know how any Dolphin fan can be pissed off today. Nothing but optimism, man. And that's what the draft is for. Now, we'll see them on the field. As Ira pointed out, we'll see Jalen Phillips on the field, and we'll see Jalen Waddle on the field. And we'll know quickly whether or not they were the right pick or not. But right now, armchair quarterback, yeah, man, I'm all in. I'm all in on both of them. I think they did a great job. I think if you're upset, then you're just a miserable bastard. Nothing was going to make. If you're pissed at those 2 picks today, then nothing was going to make you happy. Nothing. So, and I love the fact, too, that, you know, with Christian Wilkins and Waddle and the other kid from Alabama, I like the fact that they're drafting from the top winning programs. I like that because these kids are coming in with a culture of winning. And that's what this franchise needed, an injection of young, talented kids that came from a culture of winning and brought that culture with them. And so I like the fact that they've hit those big programs for those big time guys that have performed in the biggest games. I like the fact that because this team needed an infusion of character in my mind. And I think Chris Greer is giving it to them over the last
Definitely
few
a
drafts.
winning character.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And that's huge. I need work ethic. I need a winning character. And there's no one that does it better in college than Ohio State, Alabama, and Clemson. Those three are better at that than the rest of college football. And if you're getting guys from those three squads, especially when you're a rebuilding team that is trying to get that culture instilled and that winning attitude instilled, bro, you got to take kids from winning programs. Absolutely. Listen, that's why I think the pick of the Patriots. Say what you will about Mac Jones and natural talent, this and that. Dude's a winner. And he won from the biggest program in college. And so that tells me something. It tells me it's worth a flyer on him. So I think it was a great pick by the Patriots as well. So, but yeah, good stuff, man. Going to take a break. Kai's going to come in next, and he is going to roast me because I flat out told him yesterday there was zero chance that
you want to bet he's got a Kadarius Toney jersey
Oh, I'm
on?
sure he's got Gator propaganda on his body right now. I'm sure he does. So I'll eat that crow coming up in just a few minutes. This is Toasted Sports on OnSideRadio.com.
Toasted Sports returns after this.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
It's toast. When South Floridians need hurricane windows, there's only one crew to call, Brett and Tom at B&T Windows and Doors. They came to the crib last year, installed PGT windows and doors, and now I'm set. No more plywood, no more knuckle-busting wing nuts. PGT windows and doors will keep me and my family safe the next time a named storm comes rolling on through. Call B&T today, 954-233-0126, or bntwindowsanddoors.com. And P.S., do me a favor, tell them you heard about them on OnSideRadio.com.
When you want local sports, 1260 WLESPN.
We're live and local.
Yes, what she said.
Well, it's what they wrote.
Look at it this way, honey.
Oh, no, here we go.
At some point, this was all live, and wherever it came from, it was local there.
You get that look whenever you stretch the truth or when you need your laxative.
Ain't it awful? South Florida's choice for sports talk. OnSideRadio.com.
Now that it's springtime, it's only getting hotter here in South Florida. Make sure your AC in your home or business is running smoothly by investing in a preventative maintenance plan from M&S Air Conditioning. And M&S is a Mitsubishi Diamond Elite contractor. When you purchase a new Mitsubishi electric mini split system, you'll get a 12-year warranty. Or install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that captures and destroys biological contaminants to improve air quality. M&S Air Conditioning have been providing prompt, honest, and reliable service for over 30 years. Schedule service or call to get more info on our preventative maintenance plans. Call 954-421-3680 or visit ac-florida.com.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Inter Miami CF fans, join us at our new home this season for all away games as we broadcast live at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company, 1901 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach. Join Big O and Alex Dono for the live pregame, halftime, and postgame shows while we watch the games. Enjoy meticulously brewed beer on site, delicious artisanal pizzas, live music, and giveaways. So, the new home for all Inter Miami road games is at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company at the Pompano City Mall, where they'll feature all the Inter Miami games. Follow them on Twitter at Dangerous Minds B and Facebook and Instagram at Dangerous Minds Brewing, and visit them at dangerousmindsbrewing.com.
Now back to Toasted Sports. To reach out, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast.
Final segment Friday morning. We got Kai in here with us wearing his... Didn't wear Gator. Why would you wear Bayern and not Gator stuff today? 2 guys in the first round.
I mean, I told you one of them was going to go.
Yes, you did, and whatever. He'll be a bust.
At my
He'll be a
face.
bust.
Okay.
Kadarius Toney, stop.
You're coming at me with
Just
a bust
stop.
and, like, listen, I like the Jalen Phillips pick, but you're coming at me with a bust. One of the guys hasn't played in a year. The other one has health issues.
What
and you're
health
coming at
issues
me
are you
with a
talking
bust?
about? You're talking
You're
about health.
coming at me with
Hold
a
on.
bust.
So you're talking. So Jalen Phillips has health issues because he had a concussion 4 years ago.
Okay, how about this?
Well,
Let me ask-
answer my question first. So a player with health issues because he had an injury 4 years ago. That's health
Very
issues.
bad injury. He quit football because of the injury.
Okay, and how is he now?
I guess he's good. But he has
Well, you
injury
guess he's
history.
good. Or did you see him play this year? He seems pretty good.
So let me ask you
Okay,
a question.
all right.
Did you bother to watch Kadarius Toney at all?
I
this
did
year?
watch. I watched him play against the Canes. I've watched him play. Absolutely, yes. He's
And then you want to call him a bust.
He will be a bust in the NFL for first rounder.
And then you're completely
he's a
fine.
second,
Wait,
third
so
round
then
pick.
you're completely fine being all good with Rousseau and Phillips.
Rousseau may have been a little bit of a reach in the first round. Phillips, absolutely not. Phillips was the best defensive end, best pass rusher in the draft. Hands down.
I agree with
it
that.
wasn't even close. Hey, guys. Hi.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but no. So,
Listen,
for me,
I never-
Kadarius Toney is a second, third round pick. You take him in
That's a
middle
joke.
of the first round.
That's a
you're-
joke.
that's got
He's a
bust all
top.
over
He's
it.
a top second round, late first round pick, is what I told you yesterday.
No.
And you laughed in my face. And when he
Mhm.
got picked 20, and
Mhm.
I mean, at least I just know something else. I guess.
Okay. All right.
I
We
guess
will
I'm now
see.
an NFL GM because I can predict the future. And
Oh my God, I can predict the future. Oh, just stop.
You're
Oh,
okay.
just stop.
On an honest point of view here.
Oh my God.
I'm not trying to say. First of
Mhm.
all, you told me Kadarius Toney was short and Jalen Waddle shorter than he is, which is funny to me.
Mhm.
Then the second thing is,
Jalen Waddle's a much better wide receiver than Kadarius Toney.
Jalen Waddle has a lot more potential than what Devonta Smith was. If you're picking a better receiver right now, you're picking Devonta Smith over Jalen Waddle. Just
No,
in
you're
general.
not.
100%.
No, you're not. Did you watch the first
100%.
4 games of the season last year?
That's completely fine, but you're looking over what Jalen Waddle can do versus what Devonta Smith has right now.
Jalen Waddle was the number 1 receiver on that team for the first 4 weeks of the season before he went down with an injury, and Devonta Smith then took over.
4 weeks.
He
Was
put up 600 yards in those 4 games.
Listen.
Oh my God! Did you see him the year
Listen.
before that?
I'm not doubting that he's a beast. He is.
Well, no, but if
I
you're
would
going
have
to talk
probably
about who is
preferred Devonta Smith, but
okay, well that's fine. That's fine. I guess you're not the GM though.
yeah. But I mean, I'm a GM of the Giants apparently because I know something at least.
All right, we'll see.
Look,
We'll
in
see
all
how
honesty-
Kadarius Toney does with does up there in New York. We'll
In
see.
all
We'll
honesty,
see.
do I think I'm losing my bet with Michael on his rookie year numbers? 100%. Daniel Jones can't throw the football. Do I think that he's going to have a very good NFL career? I think so because I've said multiple times that he's going to make an NFL team happy, and I think he's going to do exactly that.
All right, we'll see.
The issue now becomes not really with if you on a Giants point of view. The issue now becomes if you're Daniel Jones, you have absolutely no excuses. You have Sterling Shepard, Kadarius Toney, Kenny
Sterling
Golladay.
Shepard? Are you kidding me?
But in terms of what you have there, okay, look, and then
You got a tight end that drops every ball.
Kyle Rudolph, but he has no excuses now. He's never had any weapons, and you're going to tell me that these are
List those weapons again for the Giants.
Kenny Golladay,
Yeah.
Kyle Rudolph, Kadarius Toney, Sterling Shepard. They have another guy that's actually
You got
some
one
sort of
weapon
name,
there,
but I don't remember his
Golladay.
name.
Got one proven weapon there.
Okay, but he has you list off 3 people in Kenny Golladay, Kyle Rudolph, and Kadarius Toney that can actually at least produce something on the field for them.
Well, you say, but I'm just saying right now to say that he has no excuses. Right now
He has no
one, He has
excuses.
one proven guy, so I think might be a couple excuses. He has one guy right now.
Absolutely not. And you have Saquon in the backfield. Daniel Jones has
Saquon
zero
coming off of an
excuses.
injury that we have no idea. Like, dude, are you kidding me? There's like a handful of excuses for the Giants this year. You have your top
I'm not
running
saying for
back
the
coming back
Giants.
from an
I'm talking
injury.
about Daniel Jones as a quarterback.
Well, yeah, but that affects him as well. If his running back's not at 100%, if he only has one wide receiver that can be like, yeah, there's excuses then for him.
No shot. Unless they all go down with injuries, there's no shot that you're going to give him an excuse right now.
Okay. Well, we'll see how the season pans out. But you got a lot of question marks there that you're just assuming. You're assuming Saquon's going to be like his rookie year.
Saquon
Who
has,
knows?
but you're talking about what Saquon can actually do. Yes, he got injured, but we've seen players come off of injuries like that before.
But
It's
doesn't
not
mean
like
that
it's
he
the
will. Like you're
craziest
just
thing.
making assumptions on all this. So no excuses. He's got all these weapons.
Yeah, but
now.
it's the same assumptions that everyone's making right
It's all
now. That
weapons on
Jalen
paper.
Phillips is going to be outstanding for the Dolphins when we don't really know. The same thing with Jalen Waddle. The same thing with Trevor Lawrence. Same thing with Zach Wilson. The same thing with every single player that's in the draft right now. We're overreacting and thinking that they're going to do X, Y, or Z or X.
There's different levels of reaction. It's less overreaction the higher up in the draft. It's more overreaction lower down in the draft. I think we're all pretty sure Trevor Lawrence is going to be pretty damn good. I think we're all pretty sure that Zach Wilson's going to be a bust.
I think he'll be pretty good, but he'll be pretty good, but do I think that the Jaguars are going to be good for him? Probably not.
Well, how can he not? He's going to have Tim Tebow to throw to.
Yeah, I know. Urban Meyer drafts Travis Etienne and then says that he's going to be their third down back.
Yeah. Urban Meyer made us wait 10 minutes for the first pick.
Urban Meyer's an idiot.
Urban Meyer's an ass.
So
he pulled himself out of a heart attack just to get Trevor Lawrence. All right, getting out of here. Kai's coming up next. 2 full hours of, I'm guessing, Gator propaganda.
No. Not at all.
I will see you guys tonight. Make sure you join us. Sports Grill Miami, Bird Road. I'll be out there. Going to drag the wife out there as well. We'll be getting out there probably around like 6:37. Join us. We packed the place last night. Let's pack it again tonight. OnSideRadio.com, the best damn draft party. Sports Grill in Bird Road. We'll see you there tonight.
Now